Hi, I'm Michael Smith for Nevada Trails. Tonight, a very special show. I have Paul Zahler. Did I say that name right?
That's correct.
With Onegee Bungee, and being a wild celebrity I was at a party, and a guy said he invented this thing. So I looked at it, and I said, what the hell is it? He goes, it's a bungee. I go, okay. And I started playing with it, and I thought, this thing can have a whole bunch of uses. And he said, well, what do you think? And I said, well, I think in my show kind of has a lot of people who uses things like this, so maybe I'll think about it more. So in any case, he had Paul give me a call, or I called Paul, one of the two, and I said, what are you doing with manufacturing of this product? And he said he's got some disabled people up in Reno, right?
That's correct. High Sierra Industries just put our first run together for our local production.
And I said, well, if you're going to help disabled people, that's one thing I'm very passionate on it. And also, I was using the bungee, and I thought there's a lot of uses for people that are, hiking or boating or traveling. And so I had Paul come out to Shop Talk, and we did a show, and this thing is pretty darn good.
Thank you.
So I'll turn him loose. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Michael. Hi, I'm Paul Zahler, founder of Onegee Bungee. We have a product that is made here locally in northern Nevada using components that are all made in the United States. How many of you out there recognize this? You probably have a drawer full of something like this. Bungee cords of various sizes and
that actually
diameters.
Could be mine that are in my closet.
Yeah, and they're all tangled together. And if I said to you, okay, pull out the 12-inch one, which one would you where'd you even try to start untying it?
I'd guess the green one, and looks like my lights from Christmas.
The common problem with these, the cords that are available on the market today, is that they are basically designed to fail. They come with a cotton exterior casing on them. They've got metal hooks that are unprotected. If you pull too hard on them, they'll bend out, and they cause severe injury.
I've been hurt by one before.
Well, when a bungee cord comes at you, it's normally traveling around 91 miles an hour, which is the equivalent of a fastball. Only instead of having a nice round hard object, you've got a sharp pointy one.
Don't you have a display of that on your website or something?
I do. And on our displays, we actually have a QR reader that you'll see right here. It's right here, and it's also located on our display as well. And it's also on all of our tags. And I actually created a shield with my own face on it.
Oh,
took a standard bungee cord and backed away from it to the point that it snapped and came back and hit me right in the teeth.
Oh.
It's
been there, done that, actually.
Yeah, a lot of people have. And, we took a household product that everybody's familiar with, that has a million uses, but people really don't like. They've seen what happens to their friends who pull them too hard. They're either too short or too long, and you end up having a conglomerate of different sizes trying to solve your need.
Well, we love them and we hate them. That's kind of a...
It's exactly.
I use them a lot myself for...
Our product replaces this with this. This is a fully adjustable bungee cord that has adjustable hooks that'll go from 6 inches all the way to 6 feet or greater.
Don't let go.
In less than 2 seconds. It stops anywhere along the cord, so I can adjust this while it's in use. I can, if I need to tighten it up while it's in use, which I'm going to demonstrate in a minute, I don't have to remove the cord and start all over retying or retwisting. In addition, our hooks are approximately 5 times stronger than your normal metal bungee cord that you find. The hooks are reinforced nylon. They have over a 300-pound break strength. That would be like you pulling at the gym, the bottom tier of weights, which is not normally what you would use a bungee cord for. These are not tie downs. You're not gonna put a motorcycle in the back of a truck and expect that a bungee cord is going to hold it in place. There's a definite use for a tie down, and there's a definite use for bungee cord. What makes our product unique is that not only is it adjustable, simply adjustable, but it's a safer product. When you release it's that simple to draw it up. Now I've got more tension on it, right? So when I release this tension and unhook it, this the cleat box actually slows down the cord. So it's not going to come off at the same rate of speed that it would if I had it under full load. We have these patented. We got our patent in July.
Excellent.
And what we have patented is the hook. It's a utility patent, which means that it's how it operates as opposed to what it looks like. We have other various uses for these besides bungee cord, and that's rope, and I'm going to give you a demonstration on that as well. A couple of the key factors is on blue tarps, which we all know what these are, whether it's covering something in the back of your truck while you're on the road, or you've got a firewood pile that you're trying to keep dry every time you take wood out.
Exactly.
You need to readjust your cords.
Right.
So what this does, the hook itself is designed to lock into the tarp grommet because it has a increasing diameter dimension on the hook. So this will actually snug in there, and I don't have to hold it. It's not going to fall out of there. A regular hook will flap around in here, and by the time you're going to the other side to hook it up, this one's already fallen out. The other item is it's made for a 1-inch diameter pipe rail. So in this case, this would represent most stainless steel boat rails. It fits snugly on that. I can adjust it again just by simply pulling up and drawing on it. So the adjustability and the fact that I can, this isn't enough, all I have to do is tighten it up. It's that simple, and has a locking device on it. So we've actually put it to use in so many different categories.
Well, like you said, our wood pile cover got blown over all winter long. So that's a use for us right away, and keep our wood dry. And this one, for camping, you probably could do a hiking, just throw one over a tree real fast and get a nap.
You could actually, with a blue tarp and a couple Onegee Bungees, you could make yourself a tent.
Make a quick tent and then just skip the 12 to 2 and come down after 2 or something, because it gets hot here.
One of the other side advantages of it, here's a standard boat fender.
This is the part I like the most because I had boating nightmares, and that solves it right here.
When you pull up to a dock and you have visitors in your boat, let's say that don't know how to tie a nautical knot actually, stainless steel rail is very difficult to tie rope to. Mm-hmm. However, if you have one of our hooks and you have the other cord, the bungee cord, tied to your boat bumper, it's as simple as hooking it onto the stainless steel rail. If the height of the dock that you're protecting your boat from is at a different height, which they all are, they're not standard. You need to slide it down, lock it in. You can go to the next size or any size you want. And the fact that it'll give in this direction means that if there's a surge, let's say in the ocean as opposed to the lake, then it'll protect your boat as the boat comes up, not just to and fro, but up and down as well.
So this makes always a surge.
Very, very simple device. Mm-hmm. So this is the identical hook, by the way, that comes on our regular standard bungee cord. Our regular cord is the darker the color, the more UV resistant they are. Black is our standard color because it offers the most UV protection. These cords will last over a year in direct sunlight, which no other cord can do that.
That's pretty impressive.
It's a polypropylene casing. The rubber that is used is all virgin rubber, where, again, everything in this stack of cords over here is reconstituted used rubber. You see these things on the highway.
Yeah, I just saw one yesterday. Now they're paying attention. Yeah, they are.
They stretch out. The hooks bend very, very easily. And it's not when you expect it. It's when you're pulling that last couple inches to make it, well, I only need a couple more inches. That's when it comes, and it's coming directly at you. Well, so standard bungee cords, you're actually pulling them towards you. Mm-hmm. These, because of the way they work, you don't have to be in the line of fire. We can adjust this cord as simple as that, unlock it, move it. We're not in the line of fire. If this thing ever broke, it would come in this direction. Mm-hmm. The reality is that the hooks, which is, here we have the same hook down at the bottom.
Yeah.
They're adjustable at both sides. So if you're on one side of the truck or the other, it doesn't matter in that type of a use.
For some reason at this age, I have a problem seeing things that are black, and it seems like everything's black.
Well, How
I was
about
just gonna
neon
say,
orange?
I would be able to find that in my trunk
Right.
because I have a lot of things in my trunk, and we're going to take a short break in 2 minutes. Why don't you give out your contact information if people are following this, and we'll do it before this break and then at the end of the show.
Okay,
we got
great.
about a minute and 50 seconds.
All right. Well, our website is onegeebungee.com, and we're located in Washoe Valley. Like I said, we're made locally, so we're right between Carson and Reno. So we have our website where we do sell them, and we also sell them in retail stores around northern Nevada at this point right now.
Excellent. So if you're a retail store watching this, then you can contact you about acquiring your product.
Absolutely.
And if you're other disabled people want to get involved, what's that company called up in Reno? That
High Sierra Industries.
High Sierra Industries?
Right.
So that's a pretty good, how many people work there, do you know?
Well, they have at least 70 to 100 people that they're capable of doing. This is doing simple, repetitive tasks that this product is ideal for them. We have no moving parts. We have an unbreakable product, and they did a great job on our first run for us.
Well, when you talked about your marketing philosophy and having the disabled get involved, I thought it's a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely.
And well, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, he's going to show us more about the variety of products to help me find them in the trunk.
There you go.
We'll be right back. Thank you very much. Hi, we're back with Paul Zahler of Onegee Bungee, and before we cut the break, I said, if the black one was in my trunk, I'd probably have a hard time finding it, so solved my problem. And within seconds, he pulled out an orange one that would, not only is that good for finding it, but it's probably safe for people working in Caltrans and NDOT and people working in construction and bikes and, safety.
Absolutely. We not only have a neon orange product that we make, but we make one that is, and I'll find it up here, it's a reflective. So this particular product is woven with 3M reflective
So that's
tape in
reflective
it.
as well as, okay, awesome.
So for safety, anything you need on the road, especially at night, this will reflect the headlights.
That's a big deal. I'm having a lot of problems seeing bikers, and there's a lot more. This is a bike-friendly area, and there's a lot more bikers on at night. And this would be a good thing for people who are using their backpacks who can see them more.
Anything that makes you more visible at night on a motorcycle saves lives.
Yeah.
Same thing with NDOT or Caltrans workers. I mean, these really, I want to see these on all the trucks in the state of Nevada, California, and everywhere else that we can get as we grow our product, put them in their vehicles as well.
Well, there's a lot of night construction right now up on Kingsbury Grade, and this would help a lot because those guys are moving fast on the construction.
The product, this safety product is actually a different material than our standard bungee cord. Our standard bungee is a polypropylene casing that is good for a year minimum in direct sunlight if it was left outside. So
that's awesome.
We've been using the one on this display, by the way, has been on here for over a year. It's been to a trade show at the National Hardware Show in Las Vegas, where we were ranked the 4th best new product by an independent research company. And this has been on and off 1,000 times, and as you can see, there's no wear or tear on the cord whatsoever.
I actually looked at it closely because I heard that story before, and now that I'm up close and personal, you can see wear on this guy, but you don't see any wear on this guy. And I also heard the story about you guys had a display of a young lady bungeed up and King Konged or something.
Well, yeah, okay.
It's a funny story.
That you go to a trade show, and which is 90% men, and we happen to have a gal that was helping us at our booth, and I saw the guy coming around with a video camera to take the video shot. So I strung her up like what's her name in King Kong?
Oh, geez,
Jessica Lange.
Yeah.
Which proceeded to draw a big crowd of people, and everybody had a really great time with that. It was all in fun.
Well, it's a neat product besides doing that too. But also, didn't you have some kind of wind disturbance? Is this the same show?
Yes, the same show. We were set up outside at the tailgate section, and everybody had an easy up or a canopy, and the people that behind us had caught a gust of wind and had thrown their 23-pound weight up in the air, which came crashing down through our tent and actually caved our tent in. The next 45 minutes, we were running around with a handful of Onegee Bungees helping everybody set their booth up, and we all sort of bungeed ourselves together like a life raft, and we were able to save the show for everybody.
Well,
there was an actual practical use on the spot using your head.
I've actually done a lot of trade shows, and that's smart to have this because we've had stuff fall from just one side being shopped on and the other side not being shopped on, and all the change of weights and balances. This is important stuff. Having some extra stuff like this in your trunk saves. Salesman, you're out there by yourself.
It's a better mousetrap.
Yeah.
I got a thank you letter from a gentleman who actually he had one of those 3-piece carts for the disabled.
Yes.
That he was using in and out of the back of his SUV. Even though taken apart, the smallest part was still about over 25 pounds, and he couldn't lift it in and out of his vehicle. He attached one of our cords up and over the hinge in the center of his tailgate, and hooked the hooks onto the piece of his cart, pulled the cords down, hooked them on, and that provided a lifting mechanism so he could just shove his bike into the back of the SUV. I got a letter from his his son with a video clip showing how it actually worked, and we was pretty blown away by that.
Well, I'm back's been out, so I was thinking about all kinds of uses for that thing. So it does come in handy if you're disabled. So I've been using, just moved to a new place called Sky Forest, and I've been using a suitcase to move my stuff in. Well, some of the boxes are bigger than the suitcase opening, so having a Onegee Bungee for moving into a place that doesn't let you use carts is a good thing.
One of the other things, and the reason I show this bundle here of how these things, when you go try to pull one of these out of a bucket, this is what you get. They're all tied up, twisted.
Yeah.
Our product, take the bungee, put the hooks together, shove it in, and it nests. So it creates a closed loop. This isn't going to hook up on the other bungee cords. So whether they're in your tool bucket or in your toolbox or in the trunk of your car, you're not going to drag out everything else that comes along.
I'd probably have that in my rearview mirror.
You could, yeah.
I really would, because I'd get it and be using it real fast. If I'm using it a lot that day for a particular reason.
Well, one of the other interesting things. So to basically undo it, all I have to do is just twist it lightly, and it's going to pop off. But it certainly provides that closed loop scenario. In addition to that, I want to show you our
what color
operation.
is that?
Well, this is a standard piece of 3/8 inch diameter rope that you find at your local hardware store.
Oh, okay. I'd say.
Okay, so here is our hook.
Okay.
That's been removed from the bungee. The hook is what we have the actual patent on. And I'm going to take the piece of hardware rope and I'm just going to slip it through. I don't have to press it down or anything. I'm just going to rest my thumb on it and I'm going to draw back. As simple as that. Now the rope is locked into the bottom. There's a locking device. That's what we also have patented, the locking device. If I try to pull this up like I did the bungee cord, since this is not going to compress and expand the same way the rubber cord is, I have a different way to get it off. So but let's just see how tough this is. Why don't you give that a pull right there?
Wow.
Pull that as hard as you can.
I am.
Okay. So that's pretty snug in there. And if we had tied a loop in there and tied a knot in this thing, we'd never get this knot out. Now, I'm just going to reverse it, and I'm going to hold the hook. You pull the cord to release it. There you go.
Yep.
That's all it is. It's as simple as that. Now I can just slip this out. I've got no damaged rope with no cord in it or no knot in it, and I can use it again. This tool could last 25 years in your garage holding bicycles and everything that you want to lift up into the rafters of your garage, and it's that simple to operate.
You can make a tire swing practically out of that real fast.
We were at the trade show. We had this exact type of a apparatus with a little bigger loop so that two of us could hang on this.
Yeah.
And we hung from a pipe rail up in the air. So this at the trade show was able to hold 384 pounds. I would not recommend it. It's not designed for a life safety apparatus, but we know that this thing is 5 to 6 times stronger than any of the hooks that you're going to find on a standard bungee.
Well, if you're camping, you want to get rid of your food from the ground, you can chuck it up.
Right. Lift it up.
Really easy.
Especially in the forest where you have trees of different dimensions in between, some rope, a couple bungee cords, and you can set yourself up a camp and do whatever you need to do. In addition to that, I'm going to show you this real quick.
Okay.
Let me get unhooked from here. Here's a standard hand cart. We all know what these are. You either have them yourself or they're in every warehouse. But most hand carts have a 1-inch pipe rail frame on this, same as the stainless steel rail. I can leave my hook right on the cord like this. Now I'm not looking for my cord next time I need to move something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can move this down here low, let's say, and we'll take the stool here. And
I don't know if that's
why not? It'll work.
Oh, okay.
I can come around here and I can hook it up. When I go, well, that works, but it's certainly not tight enough. All I have to do is come over, pull, and snug. That's it.
We lose more stools that way.
I get if I decide if I want it tighter, I have two ways of doing it. I can either snap it out and pull it like that, reset it, or I can pull it straight forward.
Well, the
easiest way is to pull it out, stretch, and relock, just like that. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, you certainly have fun playing with that product, so you must have been thinking of a lot of uses for that.
Every time I think of a use, somebody comes on our website and puts another use on there. Our joke is is that we were planning on having these things made at Prison Industries here in northern Nevada, but we didn't expect that they'd be able to, they may be able to shoot prisoners over the wall with these things. You never know what's going to happen. So it would seem like a good idea. But now, like, the Coyote may be able to catch the Roadrunner with these.
Always, Paul, we're back down to our last 2 minutes. Again, I want to make sure you get your closing remarks as well as your contact info out.
Well, like I said, our website is onegeebungee.com. We're located in northern Nevada, in Washoe Valley. You can find them at your local major brand hardware stores, camping supply stores. If you can't, contact us and we'll either put you in the right direction or we'll sell them to you from our website.
Excellent. Well, as far as the prisoners, this show is very popular with prisoners.
Well,
it really is.
I don't want to give them any ideas that they haven't really thought of.
Public access is usually played in a lot of the prisoners. I get a lot of prisoners saying, I loved your show when I was in. So don't be dissing the prisoners.
I'm not dissing them. I thought this was a great idea.
They'll probably use it for helping their livestock or something. Any last words? So I think we have about a minute left.
Well, I'll tell you. In addition to our orange cords that we have, we also have our marine grade white cords. And what I was going to tell you is that these cords, the ones with the reflective and the white, are actually a Dacron polyester product that is a much superior design for effervescing the sun away from the product. So in marine use, these things will last multiples of years, not just one. The polypropylene is a year minimum in direct sunlight, whereas these will last a lot longer. They are a little bit more expensive, but when it comes to life safety and when it comes to something like this, they're not that expensive. In fact, the cost of a standard cord works out to be what about a coffee and a donut costs. So
we got to say goodbye.
Disposable income.
Thanks for putting on Nevada Trails, Paul.
Thank you.
Michael Smith from Nevada Trails, and give it a try. It's a good product. Thank you very much. Support homegrown Nevada.